My best advice for students is to not wait until the week before the final exams to ask me what advice I have for them. They should ask that in the first week of class.
My worst exam experience when I was a student came after the exam. So, not to brag, but I was a pretty good law student. So when I got my first not so great exam response, I was pretty sure that it wasn't my fault. It was maybe someone else's fault. So I went to talk to the professor about my exam and came in ready to go. It turns out I missed a few things on the exam. So my advice to you students out there is your professor is always right.
I came to the exam the day after it was to be given, and I was expecting it to be in another subject matter, and I had no clothes on. It turns out that that was a dream, and so that was fortunate that it was only a dream.
My worst exam experience, definitely tax. That would be Professor Dickinson's tax exam. And I remember clearly the feeling after the exam because it was a particular question on alternative minimum tax. And I apparently didn't spot the alternative in that question, and I missed an entire issue. And I'm sure I missed a number of other issues judging by the overall grade for the exam.
First semester in law school, and we had criminal law and torts back to back, and I was so hyped up that I couldn't sleep before the criminal law exam, and then after that was over I couldn't sleep before the torts exam. So I was running on empty for 48 hours. I'm not a coffee drinker, and I really was fearful that I would fall asleep during the torts exam. So I took a number of caffeine pills, and I went into the exam with my hand shaking, and I couldn't think straight at all. And I remember coming out of the exam thinking that I had missed a serious issue. The fact pattern involved a bear that attacked some people at the ski lodge. And in my frazzled state, I was coming out of the exam. I thought, oh, I missed the cause of action against the bear.
In which law school class did I do the worst and why? Well, that was tax. And as much as I love our dean, my tax experience was not a good one. And I convinced myself that I was much smarter about tax than I really was. And I bombed the exam so hard.
On behalf of my colleagues at the KU Law School, we wish you happy holidays, free of exams and other sources of seasonal stress.